Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the Garden State Hip Hop Hour. It's your boy Rich. Another week here at Sloppy Vinyl. Same with Tynnelle.
Hola.
Oh, that's it. I thought he was gonna follow it up. Yo, all right, Tynnelle, you want to give us a little backstory of us? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's good? My name is Tynnelle. I'm from North New Jersey. I moved down to South Jersey and everything. I got a kid. I'm a dope ass rapper. I got some. Every song I put out, it's fire. So if you
wait,
every song, I don't care what nobody say. I'm popping. I'm out here. Fuck you mean? Don't fucking try me.
That's the confidence you have.
I will body anybody on the track. Fuck you, home.
Anybody?
Anybody. Put me on a song with Drake. I'll body that nigga.
I mean, if you could body Drake, you got a long career ahead of yourself.
No, man. I just like making music. That shit is fun. I have competitive spirit and everything. Like, it's all
Nah, yeah, I dig it. Where in Jersey are you out of?
North. Straight up. Brick City. Stand up.
You're not out there anymore, right?
Nah, yeah, I moved down to South Jersey.
Damn, how's that move though from North Jersey to especially Newark? That's the center.
It was different, yo. It really was fucking different. But down where I'm at, I'm not too far from a couple cities that's kind of like Newark. So it's it's pretty decent. It's pretty cool. Once they're nice and quiet, it's a good spot to have my son at. So it's that's nice and quaint.
Is that why you moved? Because your son, not a career move?
Nah, it's definitely because of my son. What's the name? I still be up this way. What's the name? If I gotta work anything with career-wise, I come up here until, really, this is my home, so I'm gonna be up here. I'm gonna be definitely working with other artists up here. I've been working with people from Philly, Texas, Cali, Florida, Mississippi, South Carolina. I'm in a good space right now.
Like producers or other artists?
Both. I think producers are artists, but
Well, I meant people that are hopping on the track.
No, yeah, hopping on the track with a couple people. Ghostwriting for a couple of people.
Oh, that's fire.
What's the name? I'm working with I work with my main three producers. I got one producer named Swami. He's from Canada. Then I got another producer named Ion. She's from West Orange. And then Late Night Joints was my main go-to as of late. He's from, where is he at? He's in Newark or Ironbound. I forgot where it is.
Wait, so how are you meeting all these different people that you're working with? Because you said Texas. You named a whole bunch of different places. But.
Instagram, TikTok, fucking Twitter. It's they just reach out. Sometimes I just see somebody yo, this is mad dope. Or I'm friends with a couple. I'm not friends because I don't know them personally.
Yeah,
but people that I really rock with on the Cali scene, they'll put me on. Or they'll see one of them post me up and then they'll check out my song and they'll be like, yo, you dope, da-da-da, let's work together.
So you said every song is fire.
Yeah.
Wait, so you said you're ghostwriting for them now too?
Not them, but certain people I've ghostwritten.
Well, that's what I meant, but you are out there writing.
A little bit.
How'd you get into, saying ghostwriting for people? Did someone reach out and be like, oh, you're dope, could you write me some bars? Or you were kind of pitching it to people?
Nah, somebody just asked me to help them with a song, and then they liked my verse, and they asked me to write a second one for them, and then...
Well, that's dope. I mean, I heard that's where the bag is at. I heard there's good money in ghostwriting.
Yeah, I probably should up the price on it, because I'm charging around the same price for my my normal feature price, so it's just I probably should up that, because I'm putting a lot more effort into it.
Nah, yeah, I dig it. Has anyone ever ghostwritten for you?
Hell no.
No?
I've had people, I've definitely had a hook help me out. I wrote it, but they basically rearranged it and helped me out, and that was because of Ion. Mm-hmm. She helped me out with the hook on Scrubs, actually.
Oh, okay. But you wouldn't let somebody write a whole song for you?
Nah, I'm too. They might say I'm too prideful for it and whatnot. I'm just I can't do it. I just can't get into it because I was it doesn't feel like it's coming from me.
Yeah.
And it'll be hell of somebody say yo, that's my favorite line in the song, and that's that one line that's by somebody else.
Yeah.
Nah, I get really pissed off.
No, but Drake comes here, is yo, Tynnelle, here's a song. You're saying no?
What, if he wrote it for
he
or
wrote
if
it
I'm
for you.
Nah, I'd ask him here, you lay down your part, let me just do my thing.
Wow, so not even Drake. You won't even take a written song from Drake.
Nah, cause I don't feel it doesn't feel like it's for me.
Nah, yeah, I dig it.
I want something. Everything I put out, it has a message. It has something that I personally relate to. There's nothing that I've written that doesn't have something to do with something that's happened in my life. Mm-hmm. So it's just I can't do that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But still, I don't know, because if Drake writes you a song, it's probably a hit. But you just dropped your project, Complicated, over the summertime.
100,000 streams.
100,000
over
streams.
now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Was this your first time like with a project like going that many streams or cracking 100,000?
Yeah, that's my very first project doing that. And for it to be my first album, that's really dope. Whatchamacallit? My project last year, everything got to go that hit like 14,000 in 2 months, and then my second project in December or 2019 was Bad Timing, which I wrote for like people that were going through breakups around that time. And that hit like 20K, and then like my son's mom actually, me and her were talking like on the phone, and then like we had conversations with her person and everything. And we was just like, "Yo, this album is gonna hit like 100,000 streams." I just got a feeling, and then like for some reason, whenever she speaks something into existence, that shit just comes true. And it was just like I had 100,000 streams, and like I dropped it in August. I looked at the thing in like top of October, and it was like, yeah, 100,000, my nigga. I'm like, oh,
yeah, that's not bad. It's 10 songs, right? So
yeah.
It's not even like you had like a whole bunch of songs just gathering streams up.
Yeah, it's like every song had a message, and like that's my goal. Like I don't care about, I don't really get to like of course every artist wants to have like thousands and millions of streams and thousands and millions of followers and guaranteed you're gonna have millions of people in the crowd cheering for you. But it's like I don't know. It's like I want that, but at the same time I want it to kind of be like my core fan base, because shoot, on Spotify I got like 50 listeners. So like how the fuck I get Spotify? I got like 50 listeners and I got all these damn streams. Like it's crazy as hell. And it's just like,
yeah, that is wild.
It's like I got like Spotify, like I just have a dedicated following, like, and it just grows. So I'm just like, I appreciate them, and I appreciate whoever listens to me on Apple Music and Tidal and everything, because it's like the 100,000 comes from everywhere.
Nah, yeah.
So it's like whoever's listening to me, I really appreciate them. Like
Okay.
if I knew them personally, I just give them a hug. I'd fucking like throw my asses on a yacht or some shit. Like like that shit would be just dope as fuck.
That's dope. How'd you build up that core fan base?
I don't know. I think it's just like me staying consistent, to be honest. Like I think it's just from me dropping music that people relate to.
Oh, that's dope. Would you have like, where's your number one spot? Do you know, like your location of your most listeners? Is it Jersey? Is it somewhere else?
For a while, actually, it was L.A. and then it was New York, and then it was Philly.
You're getting there. You're getting closer.
Yeah, like Jersey honestly was like the last, like just recently started fucking with me. Everywhere else was fucking with me before Jersey.
Yeah.
Like I was like I was hurt by it because all my friends was like they were just popping off in Newark and fucking EO and fucking like
yeah,
all
I
over.
thought that was
Jersey.
your core fan base.
Yeah, like I would have loved that, but just shit ain't work out like that. Like now I'm getting like people are fucking with me in Jersey, but like I got quote unquote hot outside of my hometown before.
Yeah.
It happened, but now like I'm starting to get a little bit of traction over here.
Now you about to be the king of South Jersey.
Shoot, now I want to be the king of New Jersey.
Now,
King of the United States.
what do you attribute like the 100,000 streams to? Like, did you try something different? I know you did like a rollout. You had like the different pictures for the countdown.
Yeah, that was
on
based,
Instagram.
That honestly was it, cause like I was broke as shit. I had no money, so I couldn't like put the do the Instagram promotion or nothing. So it was like all of it was just like built up organically. It's just like niggas just fucking with it and just finding shit that they really fucked with. I put a lot of thought and effort into this album, and it was just like it panned out in the end.
Yeah, cause you did a few podcast stuff, right? I saw you on I think 10,000 Hours Networks. Was that Clippers and Convos?
Yeah, I was in Clippers and Convos. Shout out to what's his name, Josh, and shout out to Guap, and shout out to Doche. Who else? Where else was I? I was on the Devin Hour. Shout out to Devin. I was on with Revel TV.
Oh, you on Revel TV?
Yeah.
Revel TV?
Yeah, I was on Revel TV. I was on the Black Minds podcast. I was on
Black Minds.
What's the name? Black Talk Radio. They did an article about me.
Was this your first experience, like going on like kind of like a press run?
Nah, actually, my first press run was last year. I did like a small one. This is like I did it. This is my first time like seeing it through and like really staying on it.
Yeah.
Cause like I had fucked up my knees, so I couldn't really do too much. So it was a blessing and a curse that that COVID hit.
Yeah.
But like I went on a press run. This is the first time I didn't really go on a feature run. Like I went on after everything got to go last year. I went on a banging ass feature run, And like this time it's like I'm going on like a small feature run, but the radio run came a lot quicker.
Okay, the radio run.
Or I call it a radio run.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, okay, because I know even one of your songs, you're like, oh, at Drewski's show, you know, rapping to 100 fans, but still didn't make it on the radio yet.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
yeah,
oh wait, did you get on the radio since then?
that would be dope as fuck if I could make it on the radio. Like I feel there's a couple of songs I have in a cut. I'm like, if I'd put these out, these would probably like have the potential to like be.
So what was your process like? What was like going into Complicated? What was your process? Like, was this a planned out album that you were working on for a while?
Yes and no, because I was just sitting there like, I just let life happen. Basically, it was just like a lot of bullshit happened, and like I got tired of with bad timing. Like I said, I spoke from my perspective, but I used it to kind of like I was motivated by helping other people. I kind of took that process and the same process I did with Everything Gotta Go and put it into one, and which ended up making Complicated. And I was just sitting there like allowing life to happen. I was talking about my dealings with like at one point had some struggles with addiction, my things of robbing people. Like I've had my own share of traumatic experiences that I don't really speak on. And like if people see me in the street, they probably would never expect for me to be the nigga that used to run up on people and jack them and shit like that. Like I was like, or someone that like battled with fucking like certain addictions. It's just like there was a lot of shit that came along with it. So it just came a long way.
Complicated.
Exactly.
You had I know Devin, my man Devin. Devin was with the suicide track.
Yeah, he was on self-medicated.
Talking about you know, your strong friends.
Yeah.
So who else? You had Tasha on there, right?
Tasha was on. Okay, so it was Idasia. It was Tasha. It was Uncle Leak from California. It was Dev. I think did I say Devin already?
Yeah, I said Devin.
Devin, DZH, and then my producers Late Night Kwame and I said Kwame. Wow, Late Night Swami and Ion. Those are the only influence I really had on there.
Yeah, no, I thought it was dope with Devin, and like, cause I'm listening, I'm like, wait, is that Devin like sitting there talking about, you know, check on your strong friends?
Yeah, I literally called him as I was recording it. Like DZH drove down to my house.
Did you tell him what to say?
Nah, I just said like, hey man, like this is what the song is about, and then just put him on speaker, and then he just started talking, and we just had a conversation. And then,
yeah, that's dope. Yeah, shout out to Devin. How'd you two link?
Devin was fucking with me after I dropped Everything Gotta Go last year.
Okay.
Dropped that EP, and then he just put me on his playlist, and I was just like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this? And I listened to his podcast, and he was just out the gate telling me to fucking like drop an album and shit. Like I love when artists make these EPs and stuff. And then like a couple like I think like a couple weeks or something later, he said like, oh, like he needs to make an album. Like he's putting out these dope songs. I'm like, well, fuck. And then one day I hit him up on Instagram like, yo, I really fuck with your podcast. Like y'all are funny as hell.
Yeah.
And what's the name? Turned around when the school opened back up. I got an interview with him, and then that's when I notoriously cursed out whatever frat that was outside.
Wait, why? So you went to Kane University because that's where, you know, Devin Hour is out of, or was out of before COVID, and you. So you're on campus. So how do you end up like cursing out a fraternity?
So we was recording, and it was loud as shit, and you could hear it in the mic. So I like went over to the window and I yelled. I was like, "Hey yo, shut the fuck up! We're trying to fucking record. Take that shit to the parking lot or some shit. Like what the fuck, y'all bitch ass niggas." I just started wilding the fuck out, and like you just hear me yelling in the fucking background.
Yeah, I gotta ask Devin for that audio. So what happened though? Did they go on somewhere? Did they yell back?
Nah, they ain't say shit. They just after that they just shut the fuck up.
And you got your interview in.
Yeah, like it's just fucking annoying.
But it's crazy, right? Like you didn't even know Devin, and yet here he's like, put out an album, like do this. Like the people you don't know are trying to send they're the ones like encouraging you and really just trying to like motivate you.
It was dope as fuck. That was definitely one of my most organic friendships. Like off of just music. That was like one of my that was about like. I ain't gonna say that's one of my first ones, but that was like around that time when I started really getting like building friendships through music and shit.
Yeah.
So like that was definitely dope as fuck. Shout out to Devin.
And then over the summertime, I kept playing Orle Vato, You and Idasia.
Yeah, yo, that's
yeah. Like how'd you come up with like this Mexican Hispanic themed song?
I actually linked Swami and Late Night because they never knew each other, but I previously worked with both of them. I was like, yo, you know what y'all should do? Y'all should do a beat tape together because I forgot who the fuck I seen collabing on beats and shit. I was like, yo, y'all be dope as fuck. So they collabed and they did a fucking tape. And what's the name? Order Levato was the product of one of the songs.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, y'all fucking snapped. And like immediately I wrote my verse and I wrote the hook. And then I was just like, I need to know who the fuck I can get on this. Ideja was like the first instance because me and Ideja were supposed to work before, but we never got around to it. But fucking when we did that track, it was just like, yo, this is fucking magic right here.
Yeah.
Like it was originally gonna be on the fucking album as just like one of the like tracks that pop up off of it. But I was like, nah, this should be a fucking single. This shit would be dope as fuck. And it's like, man.
Nah, she's fire. She had that song with you. She has that song with Brookside Lean that I fucked with heavy during summertime.
She got her song Like Me, and she got more song coming out, and I can't fucking wait, yo.
Oh, she's lit like that? Like, I mean, the songs I've heard her on, like, mostly, you know, being a feature. I mean, I don't think I've heard, like, a single, like, of just, like, her primary song of her.
It's, you gotta look up Deja Like Me. I sampled her, too.
Oh, you sampled her?
Yeah, I sampled her on the song. I'm debating when I'm gonna drop it. But, like, it's dope as fuck. Like, she don't sleep on Ideja. Ideja is a fucking king.
How you know her?
And what's the name? I actually met her through another one of my homies, Jay Wonder. And what's the name?
Oh, I just met him for the first time. He was up here last week, just like walking the hallways.
Yeah, nah, Jay Wonder be out here. He's dope as shit. What's the name? He introduced me to her, and then that's when I think like I knew her for about a year and some change before that song even came up into concept.
That's crazy. And it seems like you guys are building like your own like little community too.
Mm-hmm. Me and my team, we're trying to do a lot of shit, especially now that I got my own record label.
Oh, you got your own record label?
The city's own records.
The city's own?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how come? Wait, the city's own?
Yeah.
How come you named it that?
So originally the idea just came to me. It's just like, what the fuck is mad unique and like something that could be like dope as fuck. And like I came up with mad other names, and then like I was just like, it just randomly popped in my head. I was like, yo, the city's own would be dope. Like you could. And the original thing was like, cause you could go to any town and like any big celebrity that comes back and they're about to do some hometown thing, they'd be like, the city's own Kevin Hart, the city's own Drake, Ontario's own, or New Jersey's own. And I was just like, yo, that'd be dope for everybody to be able to say like, I'm the city's own whoever the fuck. Like, and it's just like it stuck, and it was just like, yo, I really fuck with this, and it's like how we move and how we really set things up and how we build on each other and build like we're trying to build a community is like it's really dope.
It's dope. Who signed? Did you sign anybody to the label yet?
Right now we have myself. We're in talks with Brookside Lean, and we have one artist named Zeta Kid. He's from South Carolina. And we're trying to sign my producer Swami too. Like we're just trying to get everything right. We're trying to make sure everybody is set with their contracts, everybody's in agreement, everything's cool, everybody. Like we have a thing where it's basically like, although you're a part of the city's own, whatever you had, like Brookside Lean, he has Lean Panadas, that's his. I don't want any part in that. What's the name? That's his. If he wants, however.
You don't want none of his empanadas?
Of course I want his food. That nigga can cook his ass off. But now, like, I don't want to be known as that motherfucker that has his hand in everything. Like now, if we do a deal where it's like he needs my help to do something, that's different. Yeah. But like, I want him. Like I have no problem embracing my friends. Like if that's what you want to do, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna take care of. We're gonna do whatever we got to do to make sure this shit pops. But like, I be in his ass about fucking getting his shit together.
But how could you give that your all when you're still trying to like roll out your own album and push your own album? How you balancing the two?
Because it's just like I grew up like working my ass off. Yeah. So like I know I've learned how to multitask when it comes down to like two businesses and shit. I used to fucking sell snacks. I used to boost fucking cars and fucking
said two businesses. One is boosted.
One was legitimate, and I used to like I was never somebody that couldn't keep a job. Like,
but like I don't know, in a situation like this, don't you want to also give yourself all the focus because you're trying to be an artist yourself?
I've always been. I've never been someone that could. I don't settle. It's like I feel like if you if you believe you can do it and you give it your all. If I know that I can sustain myself while building myself, while sitting there building the city's own, I'm going to. Like that, at the end of the day, like how people don't look at it like that, but the record label, that's my brand. That's my LLC. Like I bought that,
Yeah,
I
I feel
own
that,
that.
yeah.
That's part of mine. So you work with me, you're working with them. If like that's just how it is. If fucking I have a song with somebody, it's going up on the page, and we're making sure that it gets boosted. We're making sure it's get pushed. Like
Nah, yeah, I dig that.
I have a system. So like I'm gonna keep my foot on their necks and everywhere I can. Like I don't want to be one of those people that signed to a label and not own my masters. So at the end of the day, like even if I sign to fucking Warner Brothers or whatever, I'm gonna have a deal where I have my masters still. Like you're not like TCO.
Yeah.
That I'm signed here, so like you can have the part of the pot or whatever.
Yeah, that's dope.
But at the end of the day, these are my masters, and you're not getting my shit.
Wait, so what's your goal then? Is it to be the ultimate executive or the ultimate artist? Because like it's kind of could go down.
I look at people like Jay-Z. I look at people that, and I don't look at people for their music. Although I love music, I definitely
Yeah.
look at people for their music. I look at that to inspire me for my music. I look at people's business mindsets and their aspects and shit like that. Like I look at Hove, I look at QC, I look at I even fucking look at Nas and them. Like I see how people move with their shit. TDE, how Dreamville works. Fucking Billion Dollar Baby. Fucking Michael and Sloppy Vinyl. Like I've known him for years. Like how he was able to fucking maneuver through this shit. Like I haven't been able to closely see what the fuck it is, but I see the chess moves.
Yeah.
So it's just like I want to be a nigga that could be able to sit there and maintain my artistry, but still be a fucking boss in the fucking boardroom. Like
Nah,
at the end
yeah,
of the day,
I dig
I'm gonna.
But don't you feel like a lot of those people you named, like besides the ones that are pure executives, like did it like almost after they were already successful, or after they already like Jay-Z, you know, Rock, you know, what I'm saying Rockefeller, but he had Dame, he had Biggs, you know, what I'm saying Kendrick Lamar, you said TDE, but I feel like don't you feel like it was after they already established themselves?
Yeah, so that means I'm gonna be different.
Okay. No, I fuck with that. I was just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it could be hard to try to give it your all to two different things.
It gets stressful sometimes. It definitely do, but like that means I'm just doing something right. If like nothing that is going to be amazing is ever going to sit there and be easy.
Nah, yeah, 100%.
Like at the end of the day, I know that too much pressure will cause coal, but just the right amount of pressure will cause a diamond. And like I'm applying just the amount of pressure to make two big ass 100-carat diamonds. Like I'm trying to. I'm gonna be on my executive shit when it comes down to being in business shit. Cause I'm at the end of the day, I represent the city's own, but also the city's own represents me.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone does some bullshit, like at the end of the day, it's gonna come back on me. Like I have to nip it in the bud.
Yeah,
and then they're
100%.
gonna look at me. They're gonna look at, oh well, what does Tynnelle have to say about this? Ain't he a part of this? So it's like, well, yeah. Oh shit. Well, he runs it. Like, so at the end of the day, I gotta do damage control no matter what, or I have to sit there and make sure that everybody's happy or everybody's straight,
Yeah.
no matter what. So I'm gonna keep everything at bay.
Are you scouting other artists that come onto the label, or are you kind of like happy with who's on there right now?
I'm happy with who's on there right now because I don't want to bite off too much that I can chew. Because right now, Brickside is basically able to deal with himself, but Late Night, who's also on my board, he helps me out with both me and Brickside. And Brickside's been doing this longer than I am, so like I can still come to him about it. Josh from Clippers of Convo, he's also on the what's the name? He signed Zay. So like he's able to monitor him. Like he's not only part of the board of directors, he's also the A&R. So he's able to sit there and be like, all right, who can I link with to give my all into and deal with that. So it takes a little bit off of my plate.
Oh, okay. I think I missed that. Okay, I didn't realize you had like a whole team already. I thought it was kind of like you.
I have no.
That's why I was kind of asking about the focus part. I didn't realize you had these.
Oh
two
no,
people helping you.
it's a whole team on that. Like
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to build I don't want to just build a company. I'm trying to build a franchise. Like I want the city's own is gonna be all over the fucking place, and it's gonna have different types of shit. Whether it's fucking merchandise, whether it's food, restaurants, whether it's fucking alcohol, wines, and fucking car dealerships. I have a big plan for this shit, and it's not gonna just. I don't want to limit it to just music. Right now, it's gonna be music, but the big picture is a franchise. I want to have parts and other things.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like you want to have no artist only does music. Like every artist has some type of side hustle. Like I was doing DoorDash, I was working at a gas station, I was working at Red Bull, I was working at like all these different places. I worked at a film studio. I was working with a couple of like not like heavy with labels, but I was helping a couple of people.
Yeah.
Like I was doing a lot. I've been doing a whole lot of shit. Like trying to
That money part as an independent artist.
yeah, but fucking on the back end, sometimes it pays off. So, like sometimes you gotta lose money to make money.
Yeah.
Like and as hard as it is sometimes, because sometimes your fucking pockets be broke. You can't even buy a dollar sandwich or some shit, and you gotta fucking eat air. But like right now, I just make sure that I have enough for my son.
Yeah.
So like my money before it goes to anything else, my son's gotta be good. But all that other money goes to straight business, whether it's Tynnelle or TCO. Like that's how I separate my money. TCO, Tynnelle, my son Scott.
Yeah, I feel like that money part like is the hardest part. Like especially as an independent artist, is like where is this money coming from? Yet it takes so much money to, like you said, just to get stuff generated. Whether it's to run promotional ads, whether it's even to invest in merchandise that then you could sell, but you still need that money up front. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's throwing a show or you got to pay to get on certain things, because this is a pay-to-play business for the most part, you know?
It's
so like you said, you got to pick up whatever jobs you could get, boosting cars, like whatever. I guess we're
don't boost, don't be doing that shit. I stopped before I got caught up and shit. I'm trying to.
You're
I'm
from
cool.
Jersey's
Statute
known for
of
this.
limitations.
Yeah, you're funny as hell. So like, what's the plan going forward for the album for Complicated? So you know, you released a couple singles off of it so far. You're still working on a label, but you know, what's the plan for Complicated going forward?
Complicated will forever be where it's at. Right now, I'm working on. I'm just dropping music.
Oh, you're moving on past it already.
I'm not moving past it. Like, I'm gonna make sure that it's still getting recognized and everything. But I want to do something that's kind of like bringing more into the fold.
Okay.
Like, I'm dropping a couple singles to express just like where I'm at in life. Like, I dropped recently "Shea Butter Baby," which is a freestyle not a freestyle, it's a song that's like I wanted to big up black women. Like I've seen. I'm not super woke. I've marched before. I'm like very private with my activism and stuff like that. But like I never want somebody to think that I'm not in support, because like I've had friends that been abused, sexually assaulted, and this like that. And I've come from a family of women.
Yeah.
I'm like one of few boys. So it's just like I sat there, and I have younger sisters. I have my son's mother. I have friends. I have cousins. Like I to see the disrespect that I see a lot of them facing, it's like, bro, I don't like that. And it was just like, it was kind of a reassurance just sitting there trying to be like, yo, this is for you.
Yeah.
This was in motivation, because I want you to know that you are always appreciated. You are fucking beautiful. You are a goddess. You are a queen. I love you. No matter what the fuck anybody says, like, I'm gonna be there. I don't give a fuck if everybody jumps off the face of the earth and be like, yo, fuck black women. You got me in your corner. Like, I'm always be there and ride for you.
I love y'all too. But the track is like, so it was a freestyle, because I noticed it was short. It was only like a minute and like some change.
Yeah. It was, well, yeah, it was a freestyle, but it was just like, it was like a, yes, it was a freestyle.
Okay, no, yeah, because I was like, oh wow, songs are getting shorter and shorter each day. I was like, we're on this minute and 20-second phase now.
Yeah, no, I don't want, like, I'm trying not to do it, but it's just like, it's just how it comes out sometimes.
Yeah.
When I say what I say, I just say what I mean, and it's just like, I say what I mean what I say. If it's however long I say it, it's how long I say it. I don't like talking too much.
Yeah, and now I just think about that, and just going back into Complicated, it's like you take all this time as an artist these days, like to create this project, and fans after a week, who was it that just said it? I forget. Oh man, I forget who just said it, but basically it's like, you know, after a week we're already moved on, so it's like the project has no like longevity for the most part, which we know is not true, because there is like a few albums this year that we're still listening to that's still number one on album charts. But we do like, New Music Friday, time to listen to the next thing. You know?
And like someone gave me games. I forgot what his name is, but he works. I think he worked at Atlantic Records, and like I just had a conversation with him, and he was just like, "Yo, in all honesty, this is like for like a young artist. who's just getting their feet wet, projects aren't always like the best thing to go with. Like you're gonna want to drop singles and singles and singles until you gain enough traction and enough of a fan base to drop a project, because you don't want it to fall on deaf ears. You don't want it to be weird. And I was just like, that's what I ran with. What I did, everything gotta go. I dropped everything gotta go. I hit a higher mark than I've ever hit before. Then I went on a singles run, and I was just like, I was dropping single after single after single after single. And it boosted up my listenership, it boosted up my followers, it boosted up a lot of shit. So now I'm on that type of time where it's like, you know what, let me do this. I dropped Bad Timing, and then I started my work for Complicated, and I was dropping single after single after single after single, and it was like every time everything had a different mood. So he was like saying there like, all right, so where the fuck he going with this shit? Complicated hit. Now I'm going into my shit. I dropped Scrubs Interlude. What's the name? Which did phenomenally well, because I didn't even think it was gonna do all that, but like people was fucking with it. And then I dropped Shea Butter Baby, which I was pissed off at first, because it was just like, I was like, yo, this is like one of the few times I'm actually sitting there like speaking up and like showing some type of, just to show you a little bit that I actually am in tune with certain shit. I don't be on social media and all that, but like when I am on social media, I'm very in tuned, and I have like I'm in support of shit. And it just appalled me, like some of I didn't get as much support when I'm bigging up black women versus like when I'm dropping like fucking songs like Order de Vato or talking shit or some shit like that. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, that's just how the world is, no?
It is, but it's just like, it's sad. It's like, bro, like when somebody bigging up someone, like it wasn't like no slow pace or nothing like that. It was like maybe somebody just because it wasn't like all the way. I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck someone could view of it. Like, is in my lane. It's how I am. Like, people, it's no shocker to somebody if they listen to it.
But did your fan base like it?
Yeah, my fan base definitely liked it. Like, and I'm definitely gaining like new followers and shit like that. So, and I really fuck with that. And like people are fucking with it on TikTok and shit like that. So it's just like, I definitely appreciate it. I've gotten DMs where people were just like, yo, thank you for doing this. Like people in my comments.
You're getting it then. So what are you saying you're not getting?
No, I'm saying like at first, like I was pissed off about it because I've had songs that like the first day, 1,000 streams.
You gotta
so
chill, man.
Like,
sometimes things are a little slow rolling.
Yeah, it was definitely slow rolling. So I was like, I checked myself before I got pissed about it. I was just like, what the fuck? I started thinking too deep into it, but then like I snapped out of it and I was like, man, people, if they fuck with it, they fuck with it. I got my shit off. Like it's a fucking phenomenal song.
Nah,
it addressed what I wanted to address, and it was just.
It's like up tempo too, so I like it. But yeah, you're right though, like about the singles thing, because it also gives you a chance to submit to Spotify editorials. If you drop a whole project, you can't submit like the whole thing for it, but it gives you more consistent chances to try to get on those. Where everybody wants to be, those playlists, those Spotify editorial, Apple editorial playlists.
I'll be randomly getting into playlists. Like Run It off my album is like.
Oh, but you don't submit each song through the Spotify and Apple to try to get on their editorial playlist?
I have no idea how to do it through Apple. I think I either did it for Self-Medicated or Run It. One of them I submitted in a playlist. But I think Run It just randomly got put in a couple playlists, and I was just like, oh shit.
You start seeing those numbers just bubbling.
Yeah, it was just like fucking crazy. And then what else got put in Self-Medicated? Yes, the biggest songs off of there I think were Order Levato, Hold Up, Run It, Self-Medicated, and I think Toxic were like the bigger songs off of that. And like some of those Toxic and Hold Up were singles. I mean, Toxic, Hold Up, and Order Levato were singles, and they still were like growing with the project. And then the other songs, they were catching up, and people was really fucking with those.
It's fire. Is there anyone in Jersey you're trying to work with, or you're looking forward to working with?
Damn. I want to work with a lot of female artists. Like I want to fuck with Nelson Dawn. I want to work with I forget what her name is. Is Isabella something. She's a singer. I want to work with I think she goes by Hazel E, if I'm not mistaken. I want to work with her. I want to work with Lawan Han. I want to work with.
She's in another room.
Yeah, like
just like yo, tell her to come inside.
Those are like some artists that I definitely wanted to fuck with. Like I wanted to fuck with a lot of female artists, and it's just like there's some here, and then there's some like in that's in like Delaware and Philly.
Oh yeah, you a South Jersey guy now. It's Philly, Delaware. Those are your lands now.
Yeah, nah, I'm still out. Don't get it wrong. I'm still out here. Niggas know my name and shit out here.
Once you cross that line, you go down there. That's it for you.
I
They
wish
forget
somebody.
about you at that point.
I wish they would.
Nah, there's mad love because like you're in a part of South Jersey. Like I guess if you're not like in Trenton or Camden, it's kind of like, where are you? Nah, there's definitely like that divide, but there's like a lot of great talent down there. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Oh
of
yeah,
great
nah,
music
it's
coming out
definitely. I
there.
seen a couple of heads over there that be fucking wilding. Like, and I was just like, yo, I gotta work with some of these niggas, yo. Like,
You gotta start making your name down there.
I definitely do, but I mean, like, people don't understand this about me. I'm fit. Like, I didn't realize it about myself. When this quarantine hit, my life was exactly the same. Like, I didn't realize how antisocial this shit I was. Like, I'm very like, I'm ambiverted. Like, I'm very introverted, but I'm also extroverted. When I go places,
Wait, what's that called?
I think it's pronounced ambiverted.
Oh, I never heard that one before. I'm gonna start
So it's
using
basically like, although I'm a shy person and everything,
Yeah.
like I'm not really big into going to parties and crowds and shit. I'll go and I can mingle and shit like that. But like, if I can, I'll chill the fuck out and I can sit in the corridor. I'll be on my phone. I'll be having a perfect fucking time.
Nah, same.
Fucking shit. Fucking people. A lot of females wasn't fucking with me because I was just so like I'm a little.
They wasn't trying to chill with you at your house. They wanted to be out. They want Tynnelle popping bottles.
Kiss my fucking ass. I'm cheap, man.
You're gonna bring a lot of hearts. But yo, what else you got? Anything else you're working on that we should know about, or anything I missed?
I'm dropping new music coming soon. So I'm gonna try to do some videos. My birthday's first. My birthday. My son's first birthday coming up, so we about to. Me and his mom going wild out the fuck out here. I'm just chilling, so I'm not doing no extra shit. Ladies, I'm chilling, so I don't know. I'm good. I love y'all. Y'all are fucking beautiful.
They don't love you after you said you broke.
I ain't say I was broke now.
No, it's fucking with you.
I-
He's not spending your money.
No, my son come first, my music come after, and I was like, I'm in a very solid place where I'm at, and like I'm appreciating my dealings, I should say.
Yeah.
What's the name? Is I'm cool. I'm cool where I'm at. I'm cool what I'm doing, and
At least you're sure of yourself and you're not out here trying to portray a character or portray a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're at. You know what you're saying who you are as a person. You're not trying to say something.
I'm just trying to build. Fucking, if niggas fuck with me, they fuck with me. I hope they fuck with me, but if they don't, I can't really do shit about it. Your mind made up. You don't want to fuck with me, cool. Just don't disrespect me, because then things gonna get disrespectful.
Where can people find you at? Where can they follow you at?
Hey yo, follow me on Instagram,
Now he's loud.
TYNNELLE_. Then follow me on Twitter. That's TYNNELLE. Fucking listen to my music every fucking where. What's popping? What's good?
Yo, that double M be messing me up, honestly, when I be looking.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm
yo.
glad you're saying that, because I'm like Tynnelle, like Tynnelle. That double M will fuck
You
me
been
up.
you be trying to tag me and shit, and I'll be sitting there not getting it, and I'll be seeing your shit. I'm like, oh fuck, like Liam and everybody post that shit up. Fuck it. But not aside, I was gassing for a lot of
Shout
that
out
shit, a lot of this
Brookside.
interview. But like, yo, I love everybody. Peace and love. I appreciate y'all. Pay me for a feature, because I'm not fucking playing.
$1 million. That's Tynnelle. This is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. Come correct my man. $1 million or better.